Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for my client Emma's vlogs. And today she started with a closed grip football bar bench, and she got 135, a little grindy there, because she's never actually done a closed grip on that bar before, so it was a little bit different for her. But she managed to get 135. Then, of course, afterwards we do closed grip bench with a pause, right? Try to get everyone to pause their bench work. But it's not always easy with my guys. With my girls, it's easy. Right? Women will listen, guys will not. You can get them to pause their bench. There's no ego. But it's just kind of a funny thing I note quite a bit. I've done videos on that. It is so hard to get men to pause bench pressing. All right, then she does chin ups. And like I said, right now her volumes are pretty low. Again, there's been a lot of travel, a lot of vacations, and she's been a little inconsistent the last few weeks with the training. Which was kind of funny. I actually had band patrol for that coming in saying, "Oh, she needs to get her stuff together." Sort of excuse. Who does that? I'm like, people with a lot of money do that. They go on vacations and things a lot. You guys should try it. Try making some money one day. I was talking to the people who are always coming here hating. But that aside, she does bench press. We do some chins, and then we do band press downs. All right, max effort day. This is where we ran into a little bit of issues. And she said, look, yeah, definitely. My training has not been on point the last few weeks. It's definitely, I'm feeling it now. When she did a deadlift, because she got 285, and she's like, that was heavy. I stopped there. Keeping in mind, she's both hit a conventional and a sumo at 315 previously. So just due to a little bit of detraining, dealing with the sleep, travel, some other stressors, we're seeing a little bit of detraining there. But that's okay. We know that we can get it back pretty quick, and she will. So as soon as things settle in a little bit better, I'll have her bounced back on that in no time. We'll be back up to pulling 3 plates aside and then be moving forward. So afterwards, now I have her doing split squats. I did for just a bit, have her doing back squats, but realistically on this system, I don't like my people doing a lot of rep work on squats and deadlifts of any type, unless we're doing very specific assistance work. Now, because she was using an SSB, probably a little better, but it's time to go back to the single leg exercises. If we even need those, I could probably put more focus on posterior chain, and she would be fine. The more I coach, the more I train, the more I realize that really putting a lot of focus on people's quads in many cases it can be a misallocation of resources, depending upon what they're doing with their training. If they're dragging a sled and stuff, possibly so. But again, that's a different point completely. She does that. We do glute ham raises, reverse hypers, and hanging leg raises. Right? So we're pretty much hitting everything that we need to hit here. It's doing exactly what we want to do. And that's kind of a thing too. We could point out that hanging leg raises, sled drags, all that stuff will actually work. A lot of what we want to hit by actually doing rep work on squats. Just an FYI. Because I've had people ask that. They're like, if you have lifters who don't do any quad work who have big squats, I'm like, yes. Yep. I absolutely have. So it's possible to do so. And some people say, well, is it possible or is it optimal? It can be optimal. It can be, depending upon the lifter. Okay, speed bench day. Everything done lightweight. Bands. We do 9 sets of 3 for her. We rotate grip. She does 3 sets wide, 3 medium, 3 sets close. Then I have her do dumbbell presses. All right, so we did dumbbell presses on this day. After that, we follow up with pull-ups, upright rows, and then more band press downs, because that's the name of the game here. It's the name of the game. But we do get 2 types of pulls in on this day, right? Because we're getting really 2 types of presses in. So I want to balance it out, make sure that we're good there. Because again, we're doing the speed benching and then the dumbbell benching But it's also the matter of her shoulders needing the extra work. Like if we're going to focus on pull-ups and chin-ups, and a person's not doing something like a 5-3-1 type system, we do need to put in some extra upper back work, and shoulder girdle work. Absolutely, right? Needs to be done. If we're doing a lot of rowing, it can be different for some people because the amount of additional upper back involved with that. And then, of course, we're doing the band press downs. So I'm trying to double down on her triceps. At this point, I feel like she needs stronger triceps. We spent a lot of time working chest, getting her chest stronger, getting her bench up. Now she needs more triceps. All right, dynamic effort lower day. Pretty much her staple lift here for her is safety bar against bands on a box. This week in the rotation, she is doing sumo deadlifts against bands, and I like to rotate sumo and conventional for her, particularly given our lack of variation in squatting usually. Just to do with the setup of what they have, comfort level. Although I could always change that some, right? I could always have her do some without bands, just straight weight to change the variation. But we do that, and then she does good mornings, and this week we are doing them with the safety squat bar. And I like to rotate those periodically, because again, the nature of the good morning. I love the good morning. I love using it for my lifters. But like anything else, overuse can accrue. And so just rotating barbells, if you have the bars, is one of the easiest ways around that. And of course, people will then ask, well, what about people who don't have a lot of different barbells? Bands, chains, reverse bands, doing them off pins, right? We can change the movement pattern. All right, after that we do glute ham raises, and we finish up with reverse hyperextensions. Again, the theme that people will generally see there, most of my lifters who have a glute ham raise and a reverse hyper, I oftentimes like them to finish their lower days with both. Just because these movements bring so much to the table. Right? They bring so much to the table. Again, if we did nothing else for lower body, other than our squatting and deadlifting, this would be it. This would be it. Throw in some good mornings and we're golden. But she finishes up here with reverse hypers. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.